do that scene until we got there, and I was very humble to everybody and just said, I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. You know, we knew we had lit it a certain way because we were able to grab Serge a couple days before and drag him over there, and he kind of gave some marching work to his guys. All those great China hats that we lit, or we you know, that was all us, because that was just an empty warehouse, literally an empty warehouse. I think Smallville used to store their old sets and stuff in there, or use it as a pillow. Used to store stuff in there, and we shot that during the day, so we had to black out all those windows. So I kind of knew this was the door you guys could come in when we do the morph from Lucifer or from Dean to Lucifer. And then we want to go to this central area, and this is where it'll all kind of happen. And he'll join you here and say, you know, one of my favorite lines that was in that, which is, make it stone number one and build on it. I don't know why that's a tip. It's such a cool line in that scene. But that scene, I think, artistically, and just because I kind of threw up my hands a little bit, but everybody kind of helped out. I mean, you know, Jared was real great about, but what if at first I get to that point and turn, and I fire one shot. I go, okay, that's great, because I can take you sort of dolly with you, and then as we whip pan back, he won't be there. But the way you cut it, it'll appear that the audience is going to be convinced that he's going to be there to turn and shoot. Anyway, it all worked out, and then there was a thing I was pretty proud about in that scene where we cut away, and we cut to Dean driving up and looking at the GPS and going, oh, this isn't good, and he pulls up, he sees Bobby's van out there with the lights on, still running, and he goes in, and the line was that Pellegrino's supposed to lean back and go, oh, look, another me. So I said, you know, it's all the same, Jensen, why don't you do it, and then that way we can cut from Mark turning into that Mark, cutting to you coming through the door, and then we'll cut back and you'll stand next to him and be a real smart ass and say, oh look, another me. And that's what I put in my cut, and that's what they kept in. And so that was something that really wasn't necessarily in the script, but hopefully that's what directors do. I mean, hopefully this show more than any, I think, for me, is very open to, they don't give a lot of direction as far as, okay, then this happens. It's pretty broad, and they sort of just, I mean, Sarah's really great about it. Just make it midget, just make it look great, make it kick ass like you always do, hopefully. And we trust you. So I hope that answered your question.